Hey y'all, it's me back again with an 18 plus pick a card reading for you. If you all are enjoying my content, please take the time to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll continue creating content for you. And for those of you who miss me when I'm not posting, I also post on TikTok and IG under KataLystXiX too. All right? So let's get started, pile one people. Thanks for joining me. We're going to look at the answer to the question, a couple questions. This is about the adrenaline shot to the heart, and we're going to find out what caused the flat line in the first place. What was the adrenaline shot to the heart for you guys? And then since that heart has had a restart, how has that affected the person on your mind, right? So let's talk about it. Find out. So the first thing we're going to do is grab the overarching energy. Let's do what is this? Romance Angels, I think it's called. What caused the flat line? For pile one. What caused the flat line for pile one? So that's the people I'm talking to right now, not your person. What caused your flat line? All right, here we go. Pile one. Oh, some religious factors. So that can be maybe a dark night of the soul that could have influenced you. It could be your actual religious background that caused you to feel like this is not going to work, right? We have such different opinions about religious beliefs, right? We'll never match. We'll never make it work. It could also be about rituals and things that have come into play that made you feel like, you know what, this is too much work. I'm not doing all this. I am not doing all this. Let me go find me something easy to do, right? So that's what I believe so far is what caused the flat line for you. Now we're going to find out what was the adrenaline shot to the heart for you. So this is, again, for you personally. What was the adrenaline shot to the heart for you? We're going to take the Angel Answers, I think this one is called, and find out what that adrenaline shot to the heart, pile one, was about. What was that adrenaline shot to the heart for pile one? For pile one people. Okay, that's a lot. So, compromise. Realizing there can be a compromise made you have a restart of your heart. Okay? So that was the main reason that you were like, maybe I should try harder. Maybe I should try less hard. Meaning I should just go with the flow. So one of those two things, depending on your story, because I feel them both pretty strongly, I would probably say about 80-60 for the variance. I know that sounds funny because it should be 80-20 or 60-40, but I'm saying 80% this way and 60% that way. So if that made any sense to you at all, sometimes that happens when I'm trying to channel. All right, so the next question we're going to ask is, since the heart has had a restart, how has that affected the person on my pile one people's mind? All right, so let's find out. We're going to go into the tarot for this one. Let's start with our small deck. Find this out. So, how has the restart to the heart of pile one affected their person? Aww, you got the Lover's card. They've chosen you. They want to harmonize and align with you. So that's good. Let's see, back of the deck energy is the Magician. So that's really about learning their own power. And they're becoming manifestors too. So I'm going to put this one down underneath this. Let's go ahead and get some more specifics. Let's do overarching energy before we get too far. So what's the overarching energy between the two of you at this point? Since you've had the flat line and the adrenaline shot and the restart, how has that affected your mind? And I'm going to talk first about the mind of pile 1 people, and then we'll go to the next one. So for pile 1 people, how has that affected their mind? It's been helpful. It's caused your mind to be a helpful facilitator to what you want. Pile 1 people's person's mind, how has it affected that? They want to compromise too. Well, we got compromised twice. So you both want to compromise. That's a good thing. And that will benefit you in a lot of ways. All right, so let's go ahead and grab, I'm going to ask, let's see. So when you have like in the natural realm, when you have a heart attack and flatline, and they give you that adrenaline shot, it also affects the body. So I'm going to ask what has been the effect of the body on pile 1 people since the flatline and the adrenaline shot. Got a little hope going on, girl or boy or man or woman. So you got some more peace than you had before. You got some more hope than you had before. You see the rainbow in the sky, and remember that there's a promise that you've promised yourself from long ago. I feel like you're remembering to remember all you've told yourself before you came here in the 3D form. And hope is always there, even when you can't see it. You realize that, and you're becoming more optimistic and kind of looking at the positive changes that you both are making. All right, so for pile 2 person, for their being, their body, how are they feeling since the flat line and the adrenaline shot? That's too many. Ain't doing it. But we will take the top one. Oh, that goes with the Magician, Magical Gateway. I don't know if you can see that. It's a beautiful card. I'm pulling it up here because I can't see even with my glasses that far away. So what I think is interesting is that on this side it looks very heavenly, and on that side it feels very grounded. So I feel like you're bringing heaven to earth in this magical gateway, and it takes courage and trust to venture into this unknown. So I feel like your person is being affected with boldness to bring heaven to earth. All right, so that was good. Let's see what needs to be recalibrated since the event. What needs to be recalibrated since the event? Let's start with pile 1 people. What do you need to recalibrate? And then we'll go to your person. So for pile 1 people, what needs to be recalibrated? Oh, that flew. See if I can get this without bumping that. So what needs to be recalibrated is to make sure that you're not looking outside of yourself for your own happiness. Make sure that you're not waiting for someone else to make you happy. You start with making yourself happy. So that needs to be recalibrated, or has been recalibrated. I feel more like you're working on that right now. All right, and now for pile 1 person's person, what needs to be recalibrated since the event? To remember and realize that everything is going to be all right. I'm going to take these away. No need to worry, all is well. So that kind of correlates the two together. And what I think is also interesting is, I feel like this is for the both of you, this particular card. Soul expansion with more source energy is your reward for learning from your current experiences. So I feel like the restart did that for both of you. It expanded you both with source energy instead of this religious energy. See how it's underneath this religious factor bullshit? So the bullshit is just when you allow belief systems. Let's say that one is a mystic and the other is Catholic, for instance, right? Oh my God. I'm getting all kind of chills on that one. So must be somebody out there who this is really a big deal for. So what happens is the person who is mystical is feeling their way through the universe and the 3D. And the person who is still in that stuck energy of religion hasn't even figured out who they really are yet by knowing their own power, that they are the universe, that they are their own religion, they are their own magical potion to the thing that they need so much, right? They have the power, they have the ability to create. For those of you who are religious and believe the Bible, remember, if you've ever read any of Neville Goddard's books, he has given me a whole new insight to the Bible that helps me so much to realize it's a personification. The Bible is a personification of your conscious and subconscious mind. And he was also a mystic, and he was able to reach many people who were religious because he had the capability of showing them a different way to see the same words. Because so many times in religion, it's so, black and white, where really there is no such thing as black and white by itself. All the things are mixed, right? In order to, if you look at, like in the auras, white is actually all the colors, where each other color is its own, or the absence of the one color that you're seeing. So if I'm looking at purple, I'm really looking at the absence of that color in the spectrum of white. So I don't know why I'm going off on that tangent, but somebody might have wanted to hear that. Let's find out some more. Let's find out overarching energy for the two of them since the flat line and restart. What's the overarching energy of their relationship at this point? Okay. They survived, and they don't want any more false promises. Ready to let go and allow the flow to go to a, flow instead of like control, which is very good. Let's see. I'm going to grab some sexual energy next. I'm going to see where that has changed, because you've got the Lover's card. I didn't go too much further into the tarot today for some reason. I didn't feel the need to for some reason. Anyway, here we go. Find out the sexual energy. See if I can get it. Chasing and foreplay in every chamber caused this erection of my member. Now you must compensate as I penetrate. I feel like that's coming from this side, your person's side. So they are having fun chasing you. They're having fun doing the foreplay to get to the result that you both want. So I think it's more about that than just the sexual side of it, right? So let's find out your sexual side. Okay. Following that rose petal trail that leads to you. I love the way you do what you do. So you want more of the romance, right? So the chasing and foreplay can definitely come from following that rose petal of romance. That's a good thing. And then back of the deck energy is moonlight skinny dipping with you. So that's another way that you guys can let go and flow with regard to not caring what each person believes about religion or anything else. So that's good. Let's grab a couple from the cravings as well. So let's do your persons first. So pile one's persons, sexual energy toward this relationship. You got a couple here. So you've got rose petals, music and wine, cuddling with you for hours, fingertips creating electrical charges, passion ignited, heaven awaits us. So you've got that on both sides. So it's an equal desire to compromise and make the other happy. The sex tape we made gives me a heart on every time. What time you getting in tonight? So their goal is to make this more permanent. That's a good thing. All right, so let's find out from you, what is your sexual energy for this? No, we ain't taking that. Let's try it again. Pile 1 people's sexual energy towards this, okay? We'll take the first one. Caught me red-handed when you went looking for your panties from the night before. So I feel like that is something that's kind of fun for the two of you. You know, like stealing each other's stuff. Costumes, handcuffs, body wax, feathers, sex swings, spankings, pretty much anything, escapades in the making. Yeah, you want to have some fun. That's good. So back of the deck energy, this would be for both of you. Kiss your feet, suck your toes, nibble here and there as I approach heaven. You both want to do this for each other. That's good. All right. Let's go ahead and grab some sexual tarot. Where is this headed? Let's just do across the board. Where is this headed? 3 cards, please. From this point, the first step is, from this point, the first step for this couple, for pile 1, for these couples, for pile 1, what's the first step? Well, that's interesting. Usually they're so adamant by flipping out and making me chase after them. Somebody don't want to talk. All right, we got 3 cards. Let's see what the overarching meaning is. So we've got the Knave of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So Knave of Swords is very young energy, kind of, they haven't been, they haven't got that distorted view yet from the world showing them what the world's really like, right? So they feel like they can speak their mind still. They're not trying to curb what they want to say. They think in such kind of a naive way about everything. And 2 of Wands for me is when you are creating. So this manifester here and here is creating from their, like they're making a whole new world and they're contemplating, and that's where the Knave of Swords comes in as well. So with the 2 of Wands experience, they are creating this whole new world that they want to experience and travel into. And the Knight of Pentacles is showing that they are kind of moving a little bit slower, but steadily. And they have the intention of giving you a gift, as you can see here. And they love those sexy stockings you wear. That makes them happy. I also feel in this particular one that you guys really are a cute couple. Like you look good together. Because each one of these, they look like they match each other. So that's where we are with that. Let's get a wholehearted card and see where that energy is. Oh, actually, no. I haven't. That was the first step. The first step is those 3 cards. I was thinking 3 cards, right? Oh, well, don't mind me. I appreciate how you guys give me grace when I screw up. So what's the next step after this decision making and planning and kind of naive way of thinking and moving forward kind of slowly? What's the next step after that? It's going to take you guys to the 9 of Wands, which is right before the 10, where it's kind of a heavy load. It's, how do you say, it's, you're working towards a cause that you are passionate about, right? But you're not there yet, so it's a little, you feel a little overloaded. And I feel like because it came out with the Queen of Pentacles, and this is the Knight of Pentacles, that the person here is not feeling that they're on the same level as you, the person on this side, which is the person I'm talking to, pile 1 people, right? So let's see where that takes the 2 of you. So combine this step and this step. Where's it headed? What's the destination, so to speak, although there's no such thing? All right. Destination is Knave of Wands. So a Knave of Wands is passionate, very curious, very, they kind of move a little fast sometimes. And back of the deck energy, though, stabilize everything by the Ace of Chalices, which is your heart's desire. So you get your heart's desire if you follow these steps, is what I'm getting. So let's find out where the wholehearted deck might be able to give us a little more clarity regarding the tarot portion. So let's talk about the first step. What does that really all mean? The first step is, my heart aches at the thought of you, but still you're always on my mind. Yep, that's the knave energy. I miss you. I miss your touch. It feels like your heart is intertwined with mine. Yeah. So that would be this slow-moving energy here. But this is what they're planning. Okay, so the next step, clarify that. Please stop pushing me away. You help stabilize and ground me. That's this energy here. So they feel like because you are a higher level, you're kind of pushing them away. And that's also with that heavy load there. And then let's go into the, oh, well, that's interesting. That just flew out. I will always love you. Your presence is beautiful and comforting, even from a distance, even in the silence. So right now you may be being silent, but this is where you're headed, remember? Back of the deck energy, Ace of Cups. And you've got Knave of Pentacles. So notice they're not very mature, and remember, it's all based on religious factors. So keep in mind that it's not so much monetary as in the Pentacles. It's just that that's earth energy, and you guys are pretty separate when it comes to who has more information and has kind of moved forward with knowing who they are. Let's get overarching energy. Okay, well, that's quick. I know you would, I know you would say it's not true. There you go. But sometimes I feel like you're too good for me. Didn't I just say that? That it's that elevation in the spiritual side that's really the distance, though, not Pentacles. And then the last card, back of the deck energy, says, I don't know why I keep pushing you away. It hurts so much to be apart. I see your face and hear your voice everywhere. I feel like that's on both sides, though. All right. So let's see if we want anything else. I want to do the secret stuff. Let's find out what the classified 5-level secret is that's holding you both back. Let's do yours first and then theirs. So pile 1 people's top secret that's holding them back. I feel like it's this one. I can't stand not knowing what you're doing. I really want to know. So your curiosity is holding you back. It's holding the movement back. So pile 1's person's top secret, holding the, oh, where'd that go? Oh, Lord, how am I get it? Eesh. I think we did it. So theirs is that their past experiences have them seeing mountains instead of miracles. So that's what they're trying to manifest. They're trying to change the way they think. They're trying to compromise. They're trying to no longer allow the religious background to hold them back so that they can compromise with you and have an experience with you that is an Ace of Cups, and where you're both the same elevation, so to speak, spiritually, so that you could be that in the 3D. And then what it's going to take is the back of the deck energy. This is for both of you. I really want to start telling myself a new story so that I can eventually live it with you in it. One of the things that I've been working on myself, as you probably well know, but one of the things that Neville Goddard talks about is when you're manifesting, you need to start at the end result. Not worry, just let the rest flow to you, right? Don't worry about the details in between. So let's imagine that the end result is you guys are the two of you together, and you are on a cruise. And you're enjoying this cruise together. No children, no distractions, just each other, right? So that's the one that you focus on. Now, tell yourself about that in story form on a recording. Play that at night while you sleep. That's called hypnosis. There we go. Like my brain just left me there. So auto-hypnosis, which is, there's only two ways in which you can change once you're past 7 years old. And that is one of the ways, is your, auto-hypnosis of yourself. And the best way to do that is hearing your own voice. So if you want to see this happen sooner, the most open that you are at nighttime is when you're asleep and you're in that realm when your subconscious takes over and starts the creation period of whatever you're thinking about. So if that's playing, that's what you're hearing. So therefore it's going to create for the next day this miracle of making this happen for you. So that's one of the ways you can manifest your dream come true. So let's grab a ascension code and see where you need to take this. You need to use your wisdom. So with if you're right-handed, you use your right finger to write on your left arm with your finger 622-13909, and have the intention that you are bringing in wisdom from all areas of your lives across all timelines, which there's no such thing as time. And remember, there's no such thing as divine timing either, because it's really all about you realigning yourself with what you want and clearing space for that to come in, both spiritually, like if you have blocks from love gone wrong, for instance, you got to clear that. If you have no space in your home for another person, you got to clear space. That's going to cause the universe, which is the universe in you, the self in you, to create that to come to pass and have it living and breathing in your center, right? Front and center. So that is how you manifest. Now let's go ahead and pop over to our angel numbers and our rune. And let's do our normal yes or no if you're interested in that, if you have a yes or no question as well, so you can be thinking of that. Let's get the rune first. So what's the overarching energy with regard to pile one and their person? There's going to be a sudden change that's going to end the old ways and bring in the new, and you have to stay mindful and make your decision. You're either going to walk away or stay. Quit lollygagging with that decision. Okay? And the front of that rune is this. Okay? All right, so let's do your angel number next. Left to right, pop it in Google. Find the one that resonates, not necessarily the first one. So we've got 413. I'm going to write that down real quick. 413. And then let's grab some story dice. I'm just get 3. All right, so this is, what does that say? Communication. So you got communication coming through. And you're cleansing your soul so you can move forward. It may feel slow, but it's movement. And your wish will come true. So, communication's coming. Start with communicating with your higher self and then with your person. Cleanse your soul so you can move forward even slowly, and your wish will come true. And what I think is interesting is the lack of communication has become a threat to your security. And the forward movement has caused you to choose to be kind of nurture yourself and kind of hole up and kind of hug your teddy bear, so to speak, right? Because you're like, this is hard work and I'm sad. I miss the person I want. And then, oh my goodness, that went flying. Oh, that's interesting that it landed the same way though. So you have been feeling locked out, but don't worry, because your wish will come true. If you keep doing the work and moving forward, no matter how slow it feels, you are moving forward. Okay? Let's grab our letters. This just helps us to find out if it's our reading for real. And remember, you only take the part that resonates, leave the rest. We always look for O's for orgasm. That's what we look for first, because you know this is a sexual channel. All right, there's that full body O. We love those things. All right, and we've got, why do I see land? Somebody has something to do with land. Maybe is there a lot of land in between you? You have to cover a bunch of distance. Anyway, and you feel kind of at a lull at the moment without them being a major part of your life, but something makes you want to dial and call them, even though you know you shouldn't yet. And you want to make a move forward, but you know it's going to take work. Let's see. You're waiting for the cue. It's a funny thing, I don't even see the C, but that's what came to me. So we got M. I don't know if you know anything about crystals, but moldavite came to mind. Moldavite will make a quick transition real quick if you're interested in that. So moldavite is one of the amazing crystals that transforms your human soul quite quickly if you're interested. So MOLDAVILENDEUUEAFK. Those are your initials. Let's grab some charms. All right, we got, what is this? I think this is a peacock with its tail down. So something's making you feel like you're not so beautiful, but you really are. You want to believe in love. You're trying to believe in love. You're making an effort to believe in love. It will be worth it. It's going to make a beautiful imprint on your heart. And it's stabilizing. It's anchoring you. And then we've got this, I think that's a peace one, like the dove one. So that's about having peace come into your life. You've got a key. What's this key? Aw, it's a one to your heart. You feel like you've had your heart sawed and it needs to be repaired. So that's happening as well with your love for each other. And it's time to, you know, pin it together. Quit being separate. Do the compromise that you need to do so that you can be together. That's what that's about. All right, let's grab a yes or no. And the answer is no. Whatever your question. All right. So remember, everything's about timing. So just because it's no right now doesn't mean it won't be a yes later. It's at the moment, still no. All right. So make it a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed the reading. I would love it if you commented and shared your story. It always makes me happy to hear your stories. And I love when things resonate. So let me know if anything resonates and what part did. And tell me a little bit about your story. Make it a great day. We'll see you soon. Hey y'all, it's me back again with an 18 plus pick a card reading for you. If y'all are enjoying my content, please take the time to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will continue creating content for you. Now, for those of you who miss me when I'm not posting, you can always also check me out under KataLystXiX. So the same one as we have on this channel, under the IG or TikTok app. So I post there too. And what we're going to do today is find out, you know, when you had to have that adrenaline shot to the heart, usually that means you flatlined. So we're going to find out today what caused the flat line for you and for the person on your mind, and what was the adrenaline shot to the heart, for each of you. And then also, since that heart had to have a restart, how has that affected you each, right? Especially your mind and your body. All right, so we're going to find out. So number one, let's find out what caused the flat line. You know what? I don't feel like it's this one. I feel like it's this one. Got to follow that inclination. What caused the flat line for pile 2 people? What caused the flat line for pile 2 people? So you were following the signs and you had to come to the edge, especially in love. And that's what caused you to have the flat line. So one of the things I notice in here is that your independence is something that you want to be never ending, and that your connection to spirit has brought you more love, right? But in that, saying all that, that's also what caused you to kind of have a heart attack, so to speak. When you have a heart attack, you're basically pausing and determining whether you want to stay or whether you want to go, okay? Following the signs has been the way you've gone with your flow, so to speak, right? And you've had good luck in it, and that luck took you right to the edge and scared the hell out of you. So it stopped your heart. You're like, I don't know about this all. We'll see about it, right? So let's find out what that adrenaline shot was to the heart. What was the adrenaline shot to the heart for pile 2 people? What was the adrenaline shot to the heart for pile 2 people? Situation involves marriage. So it could be a couple of things depending on which viewer I'm speaking to at the moment. So wedding, the first thing that came to mind is that you wanted it to lead to a wedding, but it did not in the time frame that you wanted it to. The other one is the person on your mind is married, or you're married, and it's keeping you from the love you want, right? So that was the reason or the cause that you had to have the adrenaline shot. All right, so that was the adrenaline shot. Let's find out, since the heart had to restart with that adrenaline, how has that affected the person on your mind? That's what we're going to do next. I'm trying to get this back in here. Give me a second. There we go. So how has this affected? Let's do it this one. This is the one I want. How has this affected? So since you had the heart attack and the adrenaline shot, how has it affected your person, especially with regard to how they think about it all? Oh my, that flew. They want to move forward with optimism and hope, but they want to allow the spark to turn into a flame. It's gotten, the spark, it used to be a flame and it has lowered to a spark. So they're kind of concerned about that. They want to build that back up before they make a move. And they know that they and you both are in the midst of a transformation and releasing the old things that no longer serve you. And that you will be happy with the results if you allow it to go to the next level. The next level has to do with marriage. Okay? So let's go ahead and grab this. More information, please. More information. More information, please. Pile 2. Pile 2 people. More information. So this was in reverse. Nothing will come of this situation. So that means just the opposite when it's in reverse. So something's going to come from this, even though you feel like it's not. You feel like everything's kind of stuck in the dark, no movement forward. But you'll soon be able to show the whole world the real you. All right? Back of the deck energy is a new romantic cycle begins. So notice it's in Libra too, which is about balancing things out, making things fair. So whatever hasn't been fair is going to be recalibrated and made fair. All right, let's find out when we know what caused the flat line, but I want to find out how the adrenaline shot affected y'all's body. So how has it affected pile 2's body? How has okay. So it's caused you to realize that your dreams are telling you something. They're not just illusions. And you find that when you are open to those ideas, that even when there's nothing that's moving forward, you trust it. And that you need to compromise. I feel that one is for both of you. All right, let's grab a different deck real quick. Use this one for your person. How has that adrenaline shot to the heart affected pile 2's person's body? And I'm going to throw that back in there. It's too fast. Oh, goodness. Could we start, may I ask? How has this affected pile 2 person's body for that adrenaline shot to the heart? I guess we'll go with that one. Oh, it's caused them that transformation. Now you've got transformation twice, right? So death of the old and embracing the new. And there has been a major event from this that has caused you to feel like you're stuck even in time. That's not the truth. Just like I told pile 1, when it comes to divine timing, there is no such thing. It's always just about how soon we align with what we say we want. Are you aligning? Are you making it possible? Are you, like in pile 1, I told them what I've been doing. I did a recording of the end result of what I want to see and choosing not to worry about in the in-between and the steps that it's going to take to get there. And at nighttime, I use the auto hypnosis by playing that. So when I get to the, I want to say it's the delta waves that allow me to, my subconscious to take over and create what I'm saying I want. And so it's listening even when I'm sleeping, right? So you have that capacity too. But you also have to make room physically and spiritually. So you have, if you have old ways that are making you believe that love is scary or it's just going to fall apart, or you believe that it won't last, for instance, you have to clear that belief system out for you to be able to receive what you say you want. Another thing is, if your house is too full and there's no space for that person to come into your life, then you need to clear space. It could just be clearing your closet, making a space for the other person's toothbrush, whatever it happens to be, right? Just to symbolize that in your mind. Let's get some steps. What steps need to be taken? Step 1 for this relationship to move forward. All right. So number 1, we've got the Hermit. That is where you go within and you figure out what you need to change, which is what you already are doing. And then there's going to be a death to those old ways. Anytime there's a death card, then there's a rebirth. The rebirth is going to be where you build together. So those are the steps that it's going to take you to get where you want to go. Give me a second. I'll grab these cards next. Let's get some clarifiers on each one. So clarifying the Hermit, because Because one of the things that I'm seeing in the Hermit card in this deck is that you're kind of feeling lonely during that Hermit stage. You're seeing all the couples, you're wishing you were married, and it's not the case right now, or it is the case and you don't want to be in it. Because I get the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's why you're feeling like that right now. You feel like there's, you know, it's kind of hopeless, and you feel full of emotions that cannot be even expressed at this point the way you wanted to be able to express it. Clarifying the Death card. So it's causing you some anxiety and depression, and you feel kind of like you're at the breaking point. But that's always good, because that means when it breaks, then you get the new birth, right? So let's find out the Three of Pentacles. Okay, that's too many. Try it again. Clarifying Three of Pentacles. So that's building something really priceless together. And you got the Two of Cups. So you get to build together with your true love, and it's going to be a beautiful partnership. And it will make you feel like you are the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, this is just energy. So if you're male, you still feel the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is, you know, you're grounded, you're stable, you're loyal, you're practical, you got money, honey, right? So, and the funny thing is, right behind that's the King of Pentacles. So you've got your true love, your pair, the perfect pair, right? And it doesn't matter how much the burdens feel burdensome right now, it's not going to be that way forever. Let's grab some sexual energy next. Talk to me, Spirit, about pile 2, their person, regarding how they feel right now since the incident or the event with regard to this flat line and adrenaline shot, that resetting. How do they feel? Oh, well, that's some energy. That finger play, extra pleasing, hot tub jets, aiding the teasing. They want to play. How about pile 2? How do they feel? Sexual energy is those intimate conversations between our eyes. I feel it's not just about between our eyes. I think it's also that you want to have conversations that lead to this kind of stuff. One more card for the two of them together. Oh yeah, that deep throat hum. You know what that means? You won't make somebody come. Uh-huh. All right, so let's grab the other deck. Do the same thing. We'll do pile 2's person first. Well, phew. Best sex I ever had with that love of my life. How could I be so lucky? All right, what about pile 2? All right, that's a couple of them there. Just anticipating your milk and honey got me so hard. Let's have sex on a cruise, a mountaintop, in the moonlight, under the stars, in an elevator, on a sex swing, in a lake. Pretty much anywhere you take me, right? And then the two of them together. That was half-assed. I ain't taking it. I want a real one. All right, there we go. I want to tease you again. I long to taste your eruption. Notice the pleasing and teasing. You got twice. Got pleasing, teasing. And then you got the teasing over here. Wait, is that the one I just read? Where did I see the teasing? Maybe that was in my mind. I don't see it now. Did you all see it? All right. That's got the eruption. Nope, I don't see it. Anticipation. Did I see it in the back of this? Nope, I don't know where that came. But it came to my mind, that's for sure. So let's do one more card. Find out what that's about. Wow, I'm talking about teasing. Sex me how you're going to give me a mind-blowing orgasm, then do it. So they don't want the teasing, right? Yes. So they want you to do it. Got you. All right, so we finally figured that one out. Let's go on and try and get the overarching energy next of this relationship, since the adrenaline shot to the heart had to be administered. What is the overarching energy? Okay, well that was half-assed. We ain't taking it. We are going to do this. Overarching energy. There we go. They're being very observant. You're being very observant. Dennis. Try to go back down there. So what are you observing? Let's find out. So the focal point is that. Let's do the Truth Revealed deck for this. What are you observing? I feel like that's for both of you, so let's find out. What is pile 2's person observing? Sometimes I get so confused I don't even know what I really want. So they're observing their own mind and the way they think and the way they feel. Clarify that more. All right, let's take that one. I'm in the process of clearing out the obstacles that have been keeping us apart or separated. So I feel like that's their mind and their emotions is what's causing the separation right now. They got to get cleared out, have a death to that cycle. Because sometimes they want it, sometimes they don't. Okay, pile 2. Let's find out what the truth is revealed since the event. Good thing we're both rule breakers by nature, because this twin flame thing ain't no joke. So you realize what this relationship is. You're observing the way it kind of goes in and out, and it seems like it's a never-ending cycle. You follow the signs, and the next thing you know, you're on the edge. You're having a heart attack, and you got to have an adrenaline shot to get back on track. One more. You're observing that your transformation is helping you believe that you can do it. So it's not just that you're a rule breaker, but you're willing to transform. Now the two of you together, what are you observing together? You both feel like you're the soft place to land and charging station for each other. So that's the truth. And back of the deck energy is this continuous transformation causes me to disappear and come back again like a boomerang. So it's not because they don't want to or you don't want to be in the energy of the other person. It's because it's tough when you have to transform in front of the person that you love. If they are not on the same level as you are, or vice versa, or both in different areas, the area that you're transforming in becomes difficult to be in front of the other person while you're transforming in that area. Let's find out what needs to be recalibrated for pile 2's person. Well, that was quick. I flew down there. Let's see if I can get it. Try to do it without jacking it up. No, got it. I feel like sometimes I'm doing those, I think, was it Jenko or whatever like that? That you put the pillars on, and if you hold it just right, it won't fall as you put it on there. Your divine counterpart needs you to connect with them now. That's what they're observing, that they feel like you need them to connect with you. And for pile 2, since the event, what do you feel needs to be recalibrated? All right. Inner freedom requires cutting cords that bind and attachment that no longer serve you. So you may be done with this for at the moment till you transform and have that death and rebirth so that you can work some more, because the transformation is what's helping you believe it. So you have to a lot of times cut the attachments that no longer serve you. So let's say it's one of those belief systems that makes you feel like it's not worth it, or makes you feel like it's not doable, or it's too hard, or whatever it happens to be. You got to cut that off so that you can clear that area and make room for love to come. Let's find out what needs to be cut and recalibrated. I don't know why I said cut, but I said it, so I think it's supposed to be what needs to be cut and recalibrated for the both of them. Okay. You and your divine partner can create a feeling of safety that allows you to open yourself up to the next level of ascension. So when you're ascending, you need a safe place. So what needs to be cut is anything that's making you feel unsafe. And that needs to be recalibrated between you guys for this to move forward and you get to the next level. Then you'll be able to reveal your true selves and understand that everything that happened was to show you who you really are. And that's for both of you. This has been an interesting reading. I was trying to figure out a subject, right? And that's what came to mind, so I went with it. Let me know how you like it. I love to hear your stories. Tell me what resonates. Tell me your story. Tell me what you want to hear. If you have a subject you want to hear. This channel is about y'all. Made all these different decks just for this channel. So as you know, these are very unique and different because I made them. I channeled them for the particular channel. So my question here is, what would your person say to you if they were being able to communicate with you in a wholehearted way? Okay. They would say, I choose you. You are my one and only love. For all eternity, I'm the lucky one. That's what they'd say to you. What would you say to them? We trigger each other's growth and transformation and success. Yeah, that's that twin flame thing that ain't no joke. All right, let's go ahead and do the two of you together. What would you tell each other? Both of you have the same... Okay, where'd that go? See if I can get it. It came as such a shock, the way my love for you came on so fast and strong. And that's both of you, the way you feel, if you could, speak from the heart. I feel like sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And then I know you would make me the happiest person on earth. So I feel like that's for both of you too. That was the back of the deck energy on that one. Let's see, we're going to go here next. This there. I'm going to get some facts real quick. Think of your yes or no question that we'll be doing here shortly. And this is just the facts of the situation overall since the event. The facts is, I know that I do have the strength to overcome the obstacles preventing our union. That is the facts. One more. Okay. Oh, come on. Try to scooch it. Thank you for being you. I want to live a life shared intimately with you. That's so beautiful. One more card, please. Okay, well, we got two. See if I can get to it. Oh, clear underneath here. And then one over here. Hitting rock bottom woke me up to the truth about us. So maybe you didn't realize how important they were. I'm ready to leave the past behind me. That's that death energy. Starting over on a new way. Taking advantage of the second chance. I really want a second chance with you. That's the back of the deck energy. Please, they say, right? I feel like that's both of you, though. All right. Next thing we're going to do is get an ascension code. What ascension code do they need for this relationship to move forward? Okay. You need to scale up the relationship. So you take your non-dominant arm, and your dominant finger. So if you're right-handed, it would be your right finger. And you write this 591 space 718 space 9181419. As you write that with your finger on your non-dominant arm, think about the intention of scaling up the relationship. And that ascension code will help make that happen. One more. Reciprocation. So this one is 9297397. You'll write that down with the intention for both of you to reciprocate. And the back of the deck energy is freedom. 792439797. So the intention of both of you giving each other freedom as well. Now we're going to grab a rune for the overarching energy. And it says, woman, traditional, nurturing, healer, home, creative, caring. That's what you want. The person that's watching this wants that. Let's scooch this back so I can fit this. We're going to do, let's leave this here. All right, let's move that over there. I'm going to do angel number first. We read it left to right. So 546. You write that down. 546 is your angel number. Pop that into Google. Pick the one that resonates, not necessarily the first one that comes up. Do your research. Find the one that really penetrates your soul. And then the next thing I'm going to do is some storage eyes. I'm just going to take 3. And we're going to find out more. Here we go. So there is a magnetic pull between the two of you that makes you feel like you are eating the forbidden fruit and you don't care. It's very tempting. The two of you have that pull that makes you very tempting to each other. No matter what society change. Remember, we got the sudden change was happening. We got it again. Sudden change is going to heal you guys. That death and restart is going to heal you guys. And take away the depression that has you feeling like you can't move forward. And you are going to make the right choice. All right? Even though you feel like you can't right now, you will. Let's do our letters and charms. We always look for the letters that are for your initials, their initials, words that are in the letters that bring words to mind. O for orgasm, of course. You know this is an 18 plus. All right, we got definitely a beautiful, loving orgasm going on. And we've got R-A, is that an M or a W? I think that's a W. So your emotions feel raw right now. And I feel like, I know this is going to sound funny. I see jaws, right? So you might have like TMJ. Let's see. Sometimes you feel like you can't do it anymore, but you want it. And I know there's no I there, and there's no W. It's actually, I mean, there's no M, there's a W, but I feel like you want to claim it. And sometimes you feel like you're clawing for something that's going to break the laws, so to speak, like the societal laws is what I'm thinking. So ORCAALJT, I think that's is that a Z or N? Nope, I think it's a Z. I've been reading it as an N. CWS. And then, of course, there's a Q clear over here that I didn't see at all. So your questions are being answered. I would take that to mean. Let's find out what the charms have to say. Let me catch this before it falls. Let's do this. There we go. That may be significant for some reason. All right. So you're in a transformational stage, but you're going to come out a butterfly. That's a good thing. And what is this? So messages are coming. Your communication coming. You're going to know how to steer the ship in the right direction. It's going to bring heaven to earth and a legacy. And what is this? Oh, this is so cool. Look at this key. Isn't that beautiful? So it's like a key to the kingdom, so to speak. So you are going to be the mistress or the master of that kingdom. That's a beautiful thing. Let's get your yes or no answer next. The answer is no. Now remember, if it's no to something you really want, don't hold yourself back. It will come. But remember, you probably have to make room for it. Do some more cleaning out your cupboards, cleaning out your heart, whatever it happens to be. Tell me more about y'all. I love that you've joined my channel. I've been doing lots of rituals for those of you who are actually subscribed. And for any of you who have something on your heart that you want me to really specifically intend towards for you, let me know. Also on my TikTok and Instagram under KataLystXiX, I recently did a intention, not as in KNOT magic. So if you are interested in doing that, it's this band right here that I do. So once it starts wearing, I do a new one, and this is one that I recently came up with. I make my own, so that's another reason that if you're a part of the clan, usually you resonate with that kind of stuff. So make it a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you.